Okay, we are back on the Soulbound. Yvette, the Yvette of the Night. That's our archer. Last time we found out that we can get quite a lot of soul force here on the frozen island. So that's what I was doing at the time I logged out, was basically defeating mammoths, as many as I could find, and I started going into the dungeons as well, because the frost trolls and frost ettins and things like that were yielding results. So I kind of want to check out some of these other dungeons, see how it goes. I'm not attacking anything. Go take out this ghoul first so he can't paralyze me. So they keep aggroing, taking the aggro away from the skeletal mage, which is aggravating. Okay, well, I killed all of them. Also on the lookout for a better bow. I am filling up the spell book. I don't know that I plan to use it, but let's see, 1057. So that wasn't worth anything. I'm not surprised. It's kind of weaker creatures, but there is some good stuff to be found in here, like these frost trolls. I think they're worth a little bit, maybe 15 or 20. We'll see in a second. Really need better hit chance. My attack's just so slow, so I might switch to a bow or just something else. I just need to find a better weapon, a faster weapon. Even if it does a little less damage, I'm okay with that. Because the attack speed combined with my chance to hit it's dreadful. Like, look at that. Why am I not attacking this dude? So yeah, perfect example. Those are like 20 soul force. That's excellent. I mean, at this point, because before I was in the ancient pyramid fighting really dangerous stuff for what it amounted to 15 to 30 soul force. So if I can fight this kind of stuff, which reminds me, oh shit. Okay, so put on my wand. There we go. So that's our magic trap finding orb, 25%. So I'm used to it being 50, but we'll just roll with it. And hope we don't encounter any traps that one-hit kill. Really need to raise my strength up so that it's not, you know, I don't die in one hit, basically. Traps can be rough in this game. Wait. Troll leather? Troll skin. I've already kind of talked about, I don't know what I'm going to do with gold that I pick up, but you know, this is not the best dungeon to be in, honestly, not this part of it, because there's basically a super worm at the end that I have no chance of beating. So I won't even go into that room unless I plan to die. Bottle of Sprite sauce, that's probably a sellable item. 80 gold, not very good, but we'll pick it up and see what happens. A lot of times it's worth a lot more than what you identify it as. We'll go ahead and clear out these hallways, though. I mean, I've gotten almost 100 soul force since I came in here. It's acceptable. I didn't know these guys were casters. feel like he'll give a good amount of soul force. Because he's pretty strong. Hmm, 10. Not as much as I was thinking. Still really low on bandages. We just haven't found a good cotton field yet that wasn't already picked dry. It's not lootable. So the worm is down there. We're not going to go in that room. But we will check this out. These guys can be pretty strong. They have like an area of effect spell. So we'll just keep our distance. We'll see how much soul force it gives us. So there's the area of effect. But it's not bad as long as there's only one. If you've got 4 or 5 of them together, you can pretty much get killed instantly. Come on. 89 archery, and I miss like this. I think it's a little absurd. So 1109. So they're worth about 30. I mean, this dungeon is definitely better than the pyramid. Do not go to the pyramid. Those mummies are just outrageously powered for some reason. And really, that's all there is in here. There's a bunch of other areas that have a lot of snow elementals and things like that. We will check those out. And of course, if we see any mammoths on the way, we've got to check them out too. They were giving me 20, 30, 40 soul force, which is why I ended up collecting 1,000 again so fast. So my goal right now, ideally, would be to get to another 2,000 maybe, and then go level up the soul vault some more, which right now we just have hit point regeneration and hit point +1. So I was kind of going for the hit points for survivability due to the situations we've had before where I've died in one hit from a trap or whatever. I don't want that to happen. And the longer we can keep a given character alive, the more soul force we'll be able to collect. Basically. We did get a new quiver that's ammo reduction like 80%, so using way less crossbow bolts than before. 75%. Well, I'm down to 150 still. I guess that's all the fighting here on the island. But I've been collecting feathers as I go, so it wouldn't be much effort at all to chop a few trees in order to get some more bolts. Really need to turn the scavenger agent on. Tundra ogre. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those. It wasn't worth much. Doesn't look like there's much in the way of mammoths today. We were also using enemy of 1 yesterday because there were so many mammoths. And that boosts my damage up to closer to 100 or more per hit. So it definitely went by a lot faster, maybe 3 hits on a given mammoth. Okay, let's see how much it gives me, 1155. I wish I had like a little counter that I could just keep up all the time. Yeah, case in point, he gave like 25. So for how easy they are, relatively speaking, I mean, it would be a lot harder if I was a melee character. This is a place full of snow harpies and other such things. This is a good one. This also has a troll lord type thing going on. And he's pretty strong, but he does, I think, ranged attacks. So I probably don't want to mess with him. I do want to see how much a snow harpy would give, though. Considering they're great for feathers. They should be, yeah, in these caves. So I've got 1194. Healing is almost 50. Oh, 20, 15, something like that. It's not bad. Not amazing. But this is definitely where I should have come when I was Ashlon the swordsman, swordswoman. Yeah, definitely about 15. But 25 arrows or feathers apiece, that's pretty good. Oh, big spawn. What was that? Where's a peacemaker at? Whoa, what happened? Where did they all go? Yikes. Yeah, we're gonna leave the ogres alone. It's not worth the risk. Even though they're just regular ogres. There's a tarantula down there. I don't want anything to do with that. Frost spider. Because that tarantula almost killed me in the mainland. Let's see what this one is. This is also a good one. Not while I'm at 0 health though. Or 50%. Come on. Getting gains though. There we go. Let's see if we can take out the ice elemental without too much trouble. Not looking great. Man, what's going on? Oh yeah, he's pretty weak. He just does a lot of damage. Man. For being so weak, he unloads on you. And he only gives 11. 12. Still no luck on finding a new bow. I know there's some guys in here that give you quite a bit of XP when you're training your tames. I can just hide. I'm not going to be able to hide. Okay. Man, they like teleport back to their spawn or something. If I can just drag one of them down here to start. There we go. Start with just one. Seems a little stronger than the last snow harpy. Hit point wise. Maybe not. .5 archery. Yeah, must be about the same, but they give nice gems. Take them. Frost spider. Nope, nope, nope. So. And this is the other side of that dungeon I was mentioning. The one with the frost trolls and the snow harpies. This is the... You can go all the way around to that side. Whoa, no! Snow harpy hurts. This is definitely the way, though. I mean, I wouldn't say easily, but pretty steadily get a couple thousand soul force this way. Start working up my soul vault. Almost 90 archery. And this like a complete newbie. So those blue orbs, those are soul force orbs. But you can't see we're getting some weapon drops, so I'm hoping that eventually we'll get a bow or a crossbow to our liking. Yeah, those guys have started giving me one. Respectable. It's my title. I forgot to get feathers from that harpy corpse. It's 25, so it's well worth doing. Definitely need more bandages. So I might go check the cotton fields, see if I'm any luckier today. Healing is about to cross 50. Archery is 0.1 away from 90. Come on. Yeah, they're still giving like 15. I mean, all things considered, that's pretty good. I don't even think I can use that, but let's identify it. Oh yeah, I have a bow in my backpack. I need to get that identified. I totally forgot about that. So let's go do that. Let's check for some bandages. Get our bow identified. Good stuff. I forgot to get that harpy skin too, didn't I? Oh well, 25 feathers, it's fine. So I don't know where all that stuff is in this town, so I'm just going to go back to Britain. There can also be very dangerous stuff that spawns just on this island with the moon gate, so you've got to be careful, like worms and Balrons can spawn here. And across here to the east, that island is really dangerous. So let's go to east. And this is our quick way back to Britain. Okay, I got plenty of money, so let's first identify that bow and see if we need to switch to arrows before we craft our next batch. Hit lightning 20%. 9 to 13 damage. That seems really weak. What's the speed? 3 seconds. It's a lot faster, but... So 42 to 47. It is a lot weaker, but it's faster. Let's just try it out a little bit and see what we end up with. So to do that, we're going to need to chop at least a couple shafts to get some arrows. That should be enough. That'll give me 24 shafts, I think. 48. So let's make a batch of arrows. Can I put those in the quiver with the bolts? So only one type at a time. That's fine. So let's try this out. I know that I don't get the resists from it. Like physical resist, fire resist. I get armor though. I do get physical resist, so that's kind of good. So let's check the fields. Man, someone is getting all the cotton all the time. All the time. We've been having to live off of these sheep. What little we can get, which is like one bolt of cloth. It's actually one bolt and some change, but still not great. Let's go try to find an enemy and see what kind of damage we do. Elephant would be a good one to try. Not seeing anything that can survive more than a couple hits. It's tamed. Because I really want to know before I start crafting a bunch of arrows. Can't even use that. So I may just have to start buying cloth, which is not that bad because I've got plenty of extra money right now. So 12, maybe if I'm lucky I'll get 3. Nope. That puts me at 215 bandages, not awful. Yeah, I need to find something to hit with my bow. Let's just go out and see what we can find. Yeah, lightning will add a lot of damage, but it's only 20% of the time. Need an elephant or something a little stronger. It's definitely faster. No elephants to be found. There we go, greater elephant. So let's see how I do. So I'm doing 18 damage, 22 damage. So about 20 damage. Lightning does an extra 20 when it hits. I've got better range and better speed. Let's try out the crossbow. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I need to put it in the quiver to get a full comparison. 40 damage. 40 damage. So really the crossbow is, I think it's better. I think it's better pretty much straight up. That though, I might try that bow and arrow for a little while just because it has a much faster hit and it has the potential for lightning, 1 out of 5 shots. Yeah, I think for now we will stick with, go with the bow. Let's drop the crossbow in there. Let's take our bolts out and put those in the bank, so we'll be ready to go anytime. And we will start using arrows. We don't have to craft like all of this stuff into arrows. And start collecting any components I pick up into this bag for the future. Bandages. It's 1,300 gold. I'd need a tithe probably, but yes. Let's see. Let's eat some dried beef. Need to refill my water skin. Okay, so otherwise I just need to go. I'll put this in my loot bag because there's no reason it needs to be in my big bag. There's the elephant guy again, the mammoth guy. So I'll go tithe real quick, then I'll chop a few shafts and we'll be good to go. I hate that the Ankh is all the way into the castle. All the way back here. So let's go ahead and tithe 1,500. That'll put us at 2,500 tithing points. It's never a bad thing to tithe extra, especially on a Soulbound, because those tithing points are one of the few things that carry forward to any reincarnations of your character, which I'm hoping that that's not a problem. I'm hoping this is the final incarnation of this character for now, because I'm really getting comfortable with it. It's doing really good. We got 50 shafts. Should be 100. I'm gonna make like 250 arrows. Well, I've already got 50. 396 feathers. that's 170. Let's make 200, and that'll be something like that. I mean, I guess I've got a lot of feathers in the bank, so it's not going to hurt me to make extra. And I'm sure eventually I will use a bow, whether it's now or later. I think I wore out my kit. And let's chop this tree. That's 36. That's another 72. So that should be plenty. 384. So that gives like 400 and something arrows. It's almost a full quiver. And I've still got 12 feathers. Only other thing I can think to check is moon, and see if the cotton field is full before I go out and do other things. So we'll take the player gate. And then if we go to West Gate, one of these in here is to Moon. I think it's this one. Nope, not this one. This one. So boom, we're in Moon right away. A lot of elephants out here. Man, no cotton. Who is getting all the cotton? At least this will be 100 more bandages. That'll put us at 300, so that's not bad. Three bolts. Okay. So 365 bandages. That's definitely solid. I need to refill the water skins real quick. And then I think, honestly, the best bet is to go back to Frozen Isles. Skill cap, as mentioned here, is 2400, so there's no rush to worry about our skill cap. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. It's way too much, but yeah, the player gate system is really nice, and there's no skill or stat penalties even possible from running through a player gate. I mean, those kind of permanent gates. If they cast, magical gate, it's a different thing. You can lose stats or skills. Okay, so let's try out the new bow. Let's go further into here this time. Let's see how it works. With lightning, it's really strong, but it's a 31. I mean, that's pretty good. The speed is the main thing. I just couldn't stand how slow the crossbow was. Especially trying to finish off an enemy, it just wasn't viable. And then if you've got a mage enemy, you can just forget it. Is this really that strong, or is this bow that weak? Who's peacemaking me? Seems like maybe it's a strong harpy. just bad luck. I'll make sure to grab the arrows because I've gone through another 400 feathers or whatever. I should be really fast with Divine Fury. 2.25. Healing is right at 50. Archery crossed 90. I've never seen that happen in this dungeon. I wonder if someone's macroing it in here or what. So there is like a frost giant lord up here that I may mess with and see how quickly he kills me. Yeah, this is way faster. I do less damage, that's for sure, but I think the attack speed alone is worth it. I attack 2 times for every 1 time of my crossbow. It's not quite that good, but it's pretty close. And then there's the lightning to consider. Ogre Lord, yes. 1356. That was like 40 soul force. So 20 Ogre Lords is a level up. It's pretty good. Now, the cave winds a bit, and then you get to the Frost Giant, so we'll just make our way that direction. Yeah, this weapon's just much better. These are really heavy, but they sell to leather crafters. Not worth it. You know what? I need to cast my magic trap. What? Why does that not work? Maybe I can't use that. Maybe I got lucky casting it last time. So I need to train Majory. Crazy. Sometimes every arrow you used is on the corpse, and then when you consider that you get 80% ammo reduction, I feel like you're almost could be gaining arrows. 410, so let's just see. Yeah, that is what it feels like. Chivalry's almost at 60. Healing hit 50. So on that one I did lose one arrow. Am I even wearing shoes? So that'll give me more resist. Up to 60 and everything except physical, basically. So the Ice Lord, Frozen Lord should be up there somewhere. Go ahead and take out this other stuff so it doesn't bother me. Because I'm definitely going to need to run from him. There he is. So I don't know how powerful he is exactly. I'm at 1411 Soul Force. But we're just going to drag him all the way back here. Enemy of 1 would be good, but I don't think I need it so far. Holy crap, that hurts. So I just need to be able to run around a corner. But he can be defeated. Damn, hit me right away. So that's the only problem is now I've got those other enemies. I need to get back to that cave, basically. Man, at first he did not seem to be doing it so much. Really risky for sure. But I want to see how much soul force that the Frost Giant gives me. I wish there was a way to buff my defense. Let's use enemy of one. Free cast heal. So he's not doing it again. I don't know what determines that. Come on. As long as I can greater heal myself twice. Come on, finish them off. Just do it. One more hit. Just one more hit. Come on. Do it. Come on. Okay, 1424. Yeah, he was worth 100 soul force. I don't think it's worth the risk. But really nice. So now other enemies are going to do more damage to me until enemy of one wears off. I don't know how long that's going to be, but so something to keep in mind. Kind of proceed cautiously. I don't know how much more damage they'll do. Damn it, Frostfire. Because I wanted to check the chest that's up there by the Frost Giant. I feel like it could be good. So let's see if we can sneak up around there. Yeah, I just like the attack speed of this bow so much more. It's the bag, that's what we want to get to. No, 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 get away from me. If those guys can throw the projectiles like the other guys, then we don't want anything to do with them. But if we can lure it down here... Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. No, he can't. Oh, shit. Okay, so now we're just going to try to hide and run around the other way. And hopefully make it out to that leather bag. Probably not going to be anything worth finding anyway, but absolutely not. There's another leather bag. Dried beef. So the spider is really the main thing we have to watch out for down here. And there's another one. And they can spawn in these little tunnels, so you can go around the corner and be face to face with one easily. I think enemy of one should have worn off by now, so I feel like some of these trolls are much stronger than others. But they still seem to be given the same amount of soul force. Yeah, this whole time I've used like 20 arrows, and I've picked up 40. I do feel like we've gained arrows. And that's not even picking up all the single arrows that I find. So I really am starting to think you can gain arrows from lower ammo cost. .4 archery. .8 healing. So always keep an eye out for good hats, because hats and shoes and gloves, well, hats and shoes, because that's something that doesn't come with the default Soulbound armor that you can buy. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, those things are just too dangerous. I probably could defeat it, but the fact that it can paralyze me in place and then poison me and hit me as soon as they come out of paralysis, I think it's really not worth the risk. Not at all. Wouldn't it be crazy to have like a weapon that can cast Flame Strike on hit? I wonder if they have those, or if it's just lightning as the top. Another good thing about hitting more often is that means my archery has a faster chance of going up because I'm landing more hits. So I think bow is definitely the way to go until at least I get to GM archery or find a better bow or crossbow. The Lich. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, absolutely not. I'm really lucky I survived that, honestly. I've never seen a Lich down here, so I don't know if he's spawning because of a gravestone or some other reason. So this place is really great for Soul Force. It's just a little dangerous. You gotta be careful and choose your battles, but you can easily get a few thousand Soul Force here. Between this and the mammoths on the overworld, you can obviously do it with just the mammoths, and it's much safer, but, you know, I kind of got a little greedy, I guess, you could say. It's just a trophy. Not worth anything. Check for harpies real quick. No harpies. There's one. Still want to see if they're still giving me 15 or what. Now it's giving me 8. So it's going to get cumulatively harder to 50 and 40. So 20. I still feel like I'm gaining arrows. I'm going to have to test that one day. More leopards. Just clearing the spawn. See if there's any more mammoths up here. Just got all this stuff. Someone looking for mammoths, probably. How much the mammoths are giving me now? 1580. Still getting 12. So many hawks. Please and thank you. Yeah, and for some reason that all these animals love to spawn at that tent. I don't know what it is about that tent. I'm thinking the spawner is underneath the tent or something. Yeah, so 12 is not so great of Soul Force to get anymore, but it's still solid, considering how easy they are to defeat. Collected another 250 feathers just doing that. Let's see what's on this side of things. I'll probably call it for now. Definitely want to take the hawk feathers that this guy is leaving behind. How is it a backpack? It's really weird. What? So weird. What? Costume? Oh, I'm overweight. It's 100 stones. Why is it 100 stones? I want to come back and get that. The bank's not far from here. So very soon I'll be able to upgrade my Soul Force 2 times. Pretty delightful. I'm still going to go with some kind of survivability. HP, something like that. I don't think resist will help that much one at a time. Just focus on trying to get better gear. I feel like I hit so much better with the bow. Bank. Well, which is this way? 34 stones. Can I carry it now? Yes. So let's go put this in the bank. And then we'll come back and pick up the bandages. Ooh, a greater mammoth. So we'll come back and kill those mammoths and pick up my bandages. But the bank should be right here. And we'll keep this toad costume. There's the bank. Let's throw that in there. I want to see how much the greater mammoth gives me as well. So that was 10. And that lightning is so great. 3 times on this guy. So that was 21, so greater mammoths are really good. I mean, just the risk versus reward on the mammoth is great, but I know it's not going to last forever because it's slowly getting to be less and less. Slowly less and less. So anyway, we doubled the soul force this time around. I think it was like 600 or 700 when we started. Found out we did need to train Majory to be able to cast Magic Untrap. That's important. Yeah, this bow is so much better. Less damage, but the speed is just so much better. Isn't there a mage shop around here? That might have been on the other part of it, the farther part. Taylor. Bank. Yeah, I think it's on the far end. Nope, right here. Cool. Let's train Majory. And then we'll put Majory in here to keep an eye on it. Now let's try casting this. I should have enough. Yep. 38% chance of avoiding traps. That's solid. And it lasts 30 minutes. So we want to keep that at all times in a dungeon because it could melt. Well, I don't have to really worry about my jewelry melting on this character because we can't really wear it. $2,000? Let's check out this toad costume. Yeah. So I don't know why that was on some random corpse. That's really weird. So I guess we can't use the wand, so we'll put that away. Tithing still at 2,000. So overall, I mean, I think we did excellent this time around. The soul force is up to 1680. When it gets to 2,000, a little bit over 2,000, I'll go redeem it for 2 more boons to the soul vault. It might be the same one, I don't know, because hit point increase is going to make my survivability that much better. I've already got like 60 in all resists and armor, so that's pretty solid. So that's probably what I'll do for the time being. And, you know, like I said before, if this character dies and we have to reincarnate, that soul vault will carry forward. All of those benefits in the soul vault will carry forward. And I kind of wonder if you level up the soul vault, if it levels up the benefits. I don't know. We're a ways off from finding that out, but, you know, thanks for checking out the Let's Play Ultima Adventures Soulbound character, where death is semi-permanent. And we'll see you on the next episode. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share, all the good stuff, and we'll see you next time.